Sorry about the appearance of wet hair, but I'm going to start with the Max Factor Face Finity All Day Primer, which is my favourite, and you all know it's my favourite. Just pop that everywhere. Now my skin has been absolutely horrendous recently, whether it's dry patches on my forehead, dry patches down here, spots over here. It has been absolutely horrendous. But I just really fancied kind of getting on camera and doing a get ready with me, so who cares what my skin looks like. Now I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation because I decided I want to give it a go today because I don't like it and I want to like it, so we're going to give this a go. Normally I have been using the Chanel Vitalume Aqua, Laura Mercier Silk Cream I've been using loads at the moment, NARS Sheer Glow I've been using quite a bit, and then my normal Rimmel one, but kind of Laura Mercier Silk Cream's been like taking the run with it. But I thought I'd use this today. So I'm going to give it a bit of a shake and pop some on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to be using the Sephora Pro Airbrush 55 brush, which is one of my favourites for foundation, and just blend this in. Right, I'm sorry about the really annoying sunlight that's coming across the camera, but I can't really do much about that because I'm filming in natural lighting right now and I can't be bothered now to get the lights out and all that. So I've done my foundation, this is what it looks like. I just don't know, I'm just not that keen on it. The finish isn't that bad at all, but throughout the day it seems to just go a bit weird. Now I've got this horrible spot here which is kind of drying its way out after being on my skin for a ridiculous amount of time, and I thought after my video the other day I would use the Rimmel Lasting Finish Concealer to kind of show you all what I think of it. So I'm just going to pat this onto my spot. Now I think this is a bit light for me. Yeah, you can see how much lighter it is. But I'll just try and kind of blend it in. I just want to see what it's like. The concealer seems to be okay. It's just very light, and I'm not that dark at all. And in comparison to like the shades that were there, this was like there was 2 shades and this was the second one. So it's very light, and I think it would probably do me if I wasn't fake tanned right now, but not feeling that. So I'm going to go and use my Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, but it has blended quite well. It looks nice, but I just look like I've got a massive light patch on my skin. I absolutely love this Makeup Forever concealer, it's so good. But I do feel like I'm getting to the end of the tube now. I had nearly had it a year, so, you know, let's be nice to it. Actually, it's not nearly a year. It's probably more like 7 months. I just, as soon as I get to this time of year, I'm like, right, it's summer, might as well be August, so. And this is just the Real Techniques contour brush, which I really like for concealer. The thing is blending this into the foundation, then it looks weird and the foundation just goes strange. I just don't know how I feel about this foundation. And before I got it, I'd wanted to try it for so long. Now this spot here is that horrible kind of like grey purple tone, and it's just not going to disappear. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Put a little bit more over here. But as I say, my skin has been horrendous recently, absolutely awful, and the main reason for that is because I ran out of Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, and I didn't rebuy it because I saved them for holiday, and now I've had about 6 spots break out down here, 1 on my upper lip, 1 over here, and then all these little pimples everywhere. Oh, my skin's gone crazy. So I ordered it next day delivery yesterday, and it should be here today. So I'm just desperate for that to get back in my life. I was about to go underneath my eyes with my Collection Illuminating Brightening Concealer, but I've had quite a lot of sleep last night, and I don't really need that much coverage. And this, although it's really nice and it really brightens and it stays, it doesn't crease and everything, it is like not heavy, but you can feel it, and it is like thicker as a concealer. So I'm going to get another one to just use underneath my eyes. And the sun is back, great. I'm going to swipe the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind thingy underneath my eyes. I've said this a couple times, I think I've got the one that's the brightening one. I think this is it, but I got it from Lanzarote last year, and I got a feeling that it's not the one that we have in the UK. I've just kind of had the same one since then. Yeah, so just gonna blend that out. And some days I feel like my eyes look like they've been punched with, I don't know, a ball. And some days they look absolutely fine, they just need a tiny little bit. And luckily enough, today is one of those second days. So I've just blended that underneath my eyes and kind of made me look a bit more awake. Now I'm going to be using this, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Start Bronze and Glow. Now I feel like I said Charlotte Tilbury really weird then, but I'm going to be using this. I've been using Nars Laguna for the past couple of weeks, just because I've been just into it, but I fake tanned a couple of days ago, and I'm going to be doing my fake tan routine in a couple of videos time, so you'll see that in like next video or a couple of weeks later. I'm going to be doing that, I'm filming that today, and kind of I absolutely love this fake tan, and I can see myself fake tanning a lot more. And what I was about to say is, because I fake tanned, I feel like I can use this bronzer a bit more, because it is more kind of orange. So I'm using the Royal Techniques cheek brush from the, I don't know what collection it was. Kind of like use this bronzer as a contour and as a bronzer as well. So I kind of like bronze with it, but put it in the contoury area. So that actually looks quite nice today, that bronzer. But it's quite natural. I'm just going to bring it up onto my forehead, and I always like to do this. I just think it gives you a bit of a glow. And then run it down my temples a little bit, and then I just like to give my neck a little bit of a bronze, and just kind of, I go here because it's supposed to eliminate the look of a double chin. So that is my bronzer, which I actually quite like today, which is weird. And for some reason at the moment I've been doing my foundation, my concealer, my bronzer, then going to my eyes, and then coming back to do my blusher. So we're just going to do that because that's how I do it. But I'm going to be using the Kiko long lasting stick eyeshadows that I've been going on about and on about and on about. Well, I think I only mentioned them in one video, but I literally said they were the best thing in the world, and they are. This is number 5, and I'm going to put this all over. And then I'm just going to kind of bring it up a little bit, really messily. Just like that, which you probably look like I've been punched in the eye. And then I'm going to take this, which is one of those eBay brushes that I go on about all the time. And I'm just going to take the outskirts and give it a blend. I try not to go too wide with it. I don't like it when my eyeshadow ends up out here, and it kind of has right now. But I kind of prefer to go up rather than out. So when it goes out like that, when I don't really want it, I just kind of take the contour brush that I had my concealer on, just kind of give it a little bit of a wipe. But I do find that when you kind of wipe the eyeshadow away with the concealer and try and like hide it, it just goes grey and horrible. So sometimes I have to kind of wipe it away with a face wipe. This colour by itself is so pretty. It looks very purple on the eye. I don't know if you can see, but it looks very purple, very like taupey. And you could leave it like that if you wanted to, but I prefer to deepen it up and make it look a bit more bronzed. So again, just go around like that. Do you know what, this foundation actually looks quite nice right now. It's just as you go on in the day, I feel like it looks awful. I'm going to put a little annotation to tell you how it's getting on in the day. And this is number 6, and so with the same eyeshadow thing, and I'm just going to take this and kind of go on the outer corner and up to the crease, just kind of in this area. And there is a difference in colours because you can now see the difference in the eye, but it's not dramatic. It doesn't make you look like you've put, you know, black in the outer corner and really tried to deepen the look. Now, can we just appreciate how nice of an eye look that is? I have been wearing it like a crazy person, because seriously it's so easy and it just looks so nice and it stays all day, and I just love these. They literally look so glossy on the lids and they just look beautiful. Then after that, what I like to do is take this, which is the number 7 Stay Perfect Shade and Define stick things in the colour Coffee Bean. It's like a dark brown. Now someone said, I don't know who it was, I think it was I Covered Thee, said that these are very similar to the By Terry Ombre Black Stars. Now I tried these and I got 2 of them, and they're very sticky on the eye. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like I'll then leave the house, I've done my makeup, and the whole day I can kind of feel like sticking and like sticking to like my upper eyelid, and just a bit weird. So I don't like to use these over the eye, but what I do is, because they're quite a bit more pointed than the Kiko ones, I like to just run this underneath my bottom eyelash, my bottom lash line, sorry, a little bit, just like to around the middle, and just kind of, I don't know, defines it a little bit. So there you go, it gives it a bit more definition, just quite like it, and once you've got some mascara on, it looks quite normal. I'm then going to take the Collection Fast Stroke eyeliner, because since I bought it the other day, I've just really been liking it. I think it's a really, really nice eyeliner. I just really like it. I think it's lovely. I'm very good for the price. So I'm just going to take that, and I think this is the first time in the video I have not used the L'Oreal liner, the liquid liner. There's my line along my upper lash line, and then I'm going to take my mascara, which is my favourite mascara in ages. This is the Bourjois Volume 1 Second Mascara Ultra Black, and I really like this. Now, I don't think I've said that about mascara in a long time. Like, I haven't said I really liked it in such a long time, but this does very good things for my eyelashes. And when I use something like L'Oreal Volume Mini Lashes that I used to love, I used that the other day and I was like, give me my Bourjois one back. Like, it's just rubbish in comparison. Like, it just doesn't do anything, whereas this gives me so much volume and length, but I don't need the length, but the volume is just so good. I'd really recommend it. A lot of people have compared it to their Real by Benefit, but I kind of think it's less scratchy than their Real. I find their Real very scratchy, like the brush on my, kind of when you wiggle, I find it really scratchy on my like waterline. I just had to check the camera was recording then, that worried me like crazy. So there's mascara, and I just don't know if you can see, but it's just such a good mascara. It just looks so good. The next thing I'm going to do is go onto my eyebrows. Now, I really don't understand why I keep leaving blusher to last, but I do, so let's just roll with it. For eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the colour Dark Brown. This is so good, and it has changed my eyebrow life. Now, I got my eyebrows threaded like, I can't remember when, maybe back February time, for the first time, maybe January, for the first time that I've ever had them threaded. I always had them waxed when I was at home, never had them threaded. There wasn't somewhere that we could go and get them threaded, it was just waxed and that was it. Now, my hairs grow like crazy, like literally I had them waxed 4 or 5 days ago and the hair's already growing, so it does drive me insane. But when I had them threaded, she changed the entire shape, and I just absolutely love them. Like, I just really like them. And now this dip brow pomade, like, I just absolutely am so into eyebrows now. Now, if you watch me for a while, you'll remember the days where I used to be like, oh, I don't do anything to my eyebrows, they're fine as the way they are, like, and I used to just leave them like this. And to be honest, they're absolutely fine. Like, there's a lot of hair, they're fine, but you want to make them a bit more defined. And this is where the dip brow pomade comes in, because it's so good. So I take this on an angled brush with a spoolie on the end. Now, I need a new angled brush really, because this is a bit crap. But this is by Kirkland. It's the angled liner and spoolie brush. But I like this one just because it's got the spoolie on the end. And I take a bit of this underneath first, quite like harshly, and then I continue to kind of fill it in. And then when I go down the bottom here, I kind of again take it quite harsh on the brush to kind of make a distinct outline, especially on the point of the eyebrow. I like it to be very defined. For some reason an eyebrow hair is sneaking out. And then I kind of blend that in. I like to create like a little arch or a curve just here. And I just keep continually brushing this out. Now, this product is amazing and I love it, and it really defines your eyebrows. But if you're heavy-handed, or if you haven't got very tidy eyebrows, in which I didn't used to, like mine would just grow, and it was the point of, do I really want to have to get them threaded like every week or waxed every week? That is a lot of commitment. And maybe not every week, but every 2 weeks, definitely. Now, my problem is I'm going home on Friday, and my eyebrows are going to need threading while I'm at home, and I don't know where I'm going to go. There's nowhere to get them threaded at home, and I don't want to go back to having them waxed. So, when we get to this point at the front of the eyebrow, I kind of try to make them a little bit lighter, kind of in colour. I don't know if you can see that slightly. I kind of try to make the colour a little bit lighter, and a little bit less dark than the rest of the brow. I just think it looks quite nice, a little bit softer. So I'm just going to go on to the other one. So my eyebrows are done. Now you can see such a difference, and I just can't believe that back in the day I used to be like, oh, my eyebrows are fine. Like, no, they really weren't. And oh, it's just hilarious. So I'm going on to do my blusher now. Now, I don't think I need much, and I think this is generally why I'm leaving it to the last minute now, when I do my makeup. I used to be really into blusher when I was a bit younger. It was my favourite makeup product, and now I don't know the last time that I bought blusher. I could do with a few more actually, so I might get a few more like as we go into the summer, but generally, really, this makeup look doesn't need much. And generally, most don't need much, and I used to put a lot of blusher on. This is MAC Warm Soul, and I use this a lot because it's got kind of like an iridescent shimmer in it. And I prefer shimmery blushes to put in highlighter on. Now that is, I think, is the complete out there thing, because a lot of people absolutely love highlighter, and I do, but only on a special occasion. I feel like generally, if I put a streak of highlighter, I look like a crazy person. So I'm just gonna put this on, just kind of below my cheekbone a little bit, and kind of onto the apples of my cheeks. See, I think that's enough really. It kind of just perks up your face a little bit. And this colour is really nice. It's one of the MAC Mineralised blushes. I desperately want this spot to go, which you can't really see that vividly on the camera, but it's just making my face look ridiculous. There we go, bit of colour back into my face. So as I say, like that is maybe more than other people would apply, or less, I don't really know. But what I like to do, a bit weird, after I apply my blusher, is basically just dot over with my foundation brush, just to kind of, probably does nothing, but in my head I think it does. Now for lips, I have been loving this, and this is the number 7 Precision Lips Pencil in the colour Nude. Now again, I'm pretty sure it might have been Eye Company again, proper vouching for number 7 she is, about saying that this was a dupe for Wow. Now I don't think it's as much of a dupe as the Gosh lip liner I mentioned in my video the other day, but I really like this. I think it's a lovely lip liner. Now I don't usually buy from number 7 at all, and I haven't in a long time, but yeah, I brought those. I'll talk first. I brought those eye pencils, and I also brought this, and I'm really impressed, so maybe I'll go back and buy some more. So I'm not lining my lips with this, I'm filling my lips in with this lip pencil. So I just really like the colour. It's just a really nice colour, and I just really like it. And then I'm just going to take my Dior Lip Maximizer Collagen Active Lip Gloss and pop a bit over the top, just kind of in the centre, and then push my lips together. Just kind of a little bit of gloss, so it's not so matte, but not too much. So lastly, I'm just going to be taking one of my powders out of the Hourglass palette, which is actually Dim Light, the one I'm going to be using. It seems to be the only one I use, and it's a lot less humped than the other two. The middle one's more of a highlighter, and the other one is more like a bronzy highlighter, something that I definitely use in the summer. It's really pretty. But this one here is more of a finishing powder. So I take it on the Sephora Pro Contour 70-74, which I really like for like select powdering, which sounds a bit weird and is probably a bit of a waste of a really nice brush. But I do use it for contour, but I just really like that Real Techniques one at the moment. So I very selectly just pop this kind of underneath my eyes, my cheeks, my chin, and my kind of on my T-zone, I suppose, just to kind of minimise the shine but kind of still keep it quite bright. So that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed filming this. It was really nice to just chit chat to you guys for like half an hour. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any video ideas, let me know down below. I'm having a massive video day today. I'm filming quite a lot, and I've got quite a few videos planned for the next couple of weeks. So if you have any ideas, I'm definitely back on the YouTube bandwagon. I can feel it in my fingers, on my toes, and you know the song. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, the button is just down below, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye!